Any growing city in India faces pressing sanitation problems. Warangal is one such city with a difference.
In olden days, there were no bathrooms here.
नल का पानी नहीं था, नल के पानी को 2 किलोमीटर देशे पेट जाते हम
ये बाथरूम పోతానికి టాయిలెట్ పోతానికి కూడా ఎవరైనా వస్తారని అని 10 దిక్కుల్లో చూసుకుంటే టాయిలెట్ పోసేసారు.
From last one and a half year we have little bit changed.
Now, anywhere we can go, there are bathrooms there.
Public toilets చాలా మంది వాడతారు, వేలల్లో మంది వాడుతూ ఉంటారు.
Warangal has transformed itself into a model city in sanitation.
Like most states in the country, the state of Telangana also has huge challenges. The government of late has now really started focusing a lot on improving the sanitation.
Administrative Staff College of India is a research and training institute that informs public policy. The city of Warangal approached us and they want us to fix and also find appropriate solutions for their sanitation problems.
ASCI conducted on-ground research on the major problems of sanitation in Warangal, and this was used to design a solution to its problems.
This is how we came up with a city sanitation model, a model that cuts across every aspect of sanitation value chain.
In a model sanitation city, every citizen must have the right to access a clean sanitary toilet at home and in public places. ASCI first began its work on public toilets.
The next step that Warangal did, and this is applicable for any city for that matter, is to identify locations where these facilities are needed, and that's where we need certain amount of research. We need to understand the footfall data, and that's what we did. We went through a completely different model vis-a-vis many other cities, is to go for public-private partnership format.
The PPP model incentivized the private sector by giving them land from the government and a way to generate revenue from a pay-per-use model. This led to better design public toilets.
जो अपाहिज लोग रहते हैं उनके लिए रैंप डाला है और सेपरेट लेडीज के लिए एंट्रेंस है, सोप और हैंड वॉश, डस्टबिन और नैपकिन्स, ऐसा बहुत कुछ अच्छा सुविधा किया है.
Meanwhile, the government used well-structured service agreements to hold private operators accountable. This ensured design, maintenance, and usage were at the forefront of public toilets. But it didn't stop there. This model continuously held private operators accountable through constant monitoring. Municipal sanitary inspectors make weekly visits and citizen feedback is recorded. So what were some of the things the feedback data revealed? One key finding, usage of the public toilet was heavily skewed with respect to gender.
We've been collecting gender segregated data in all the public toilets, and we realized that the footfalls by women were extremely low.
If 600 men were using, only 10 women were using in these toilets. That led us to think about exclusive toilets for women, as we call the she toilets,
Which are taken care of by a women caretaker, which have menstrual hygiene related facilities, and which are located in locations which are convenient.
पहले लैट्रिन नहीं था, बाथरूम नहीं था, कोई पूछने वाला नहीं था, कोई देखने वाला नहीं था. अल्लाह मियां उन्हां से कार्रवाई हो रही है, अच्छा कर रही है सब.
Learning from Warangal experience, the state government of Telangana has asked all the cities to work towards building she toilets in their cities.
Warangal has also provisioned toilets at fuel stations throughout the city, an initiative being scaled across the state of Telangana.
Having made available public toilets, the big challenge was to make individual household toilets available in a seamless way.
Number that was initiated by the municipality earlier, but people are not aware of it. So what ASCI with the support of municipality has done is we have carried out a campaign on the number, so the any citizen doesn't have a toilet can make a call.
ASCI helped Warangal establish a dedicated government sanitation helpline called S-Line for citizens to apply for toilet subsidies and post queries on sanitation. To prevent any backlog on S-Line, it also helps set up a project implementation unit headed by the additional commissioner that meets once a week to clear out subsidy applications. Like in public toilets, a constant feedback loop is maintained so efficiency remains strong. S-Line is another success story from Warangal being scaled across the state of Telangana. The S-Line has mobilized 3.5 crores of toilet subsidies for the benefit of 10,000 households living in Warangal.
And good to say and proud to say 70% of the calls made by the women.
अब बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम थे टॉयलेट नहीं होके, बहुत परेशानी थी. आप लोग जब एप्लीकेशन दे दिए 10 दिन में टॉयलेट आ जा रहा, हम कभी नहीं सोचे.
మేము ఏదైతే ఒక సమగ్ర ప్రణాళిక తయారు చేసుకున్నామో ఓడిఎఫ్ విషయంలో పబ్లిక్ టాయిలెట్స్ కానీ అదేవిధంగా డొమెస్టిక్ టాయిలెట్స్ కానీ అదేవిధంగా ఇన్సానిటరీకి సంబంధించినవి కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా గతంలో ఒక 25% మాత్రమే ఉండేది. దీన్ని ఒక కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం యొక్క నిధులతో కానీ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం యొక్క నిధులతో కానీ ఒక క్రమబద్ధీకరణ చేసి ఇప్పటికీ ఒక 50% ఎబో పూర్తి చేయడం జరిగింది.
Alongside access, the containment systems of toilets such as pits and septic tanks must be built to standard.
Citizens have to build either septic tanks or leach pits. These containments have to be well designed in order to ensure that the containment do not cause pollution in the neighborhood. And that's when the role of mason training becomes very critical.
ASCI వాళ్ళు మాకు ట్రైనింగ్ ఇచ్చారు. అది వరకు ఒకటే గుంట ఉండే. ASCI వాళ్ళు ట్రైనింగ్ ఇచ్చినాక తర్వాత మాకు రెండు గుంటలు ASCI వాళ్ళు ట్రైనింగ్ వారం రోజులు ఇచ్చిండ్రు. దాని ప్రకారంగా మేము కడతంటే పబ్లిక్ చాలా మంచిగా ఉన్నదని అంటాను.
Even with mason trainings, there is a feedback loop through S-Line where the citizen is able to report problems and the impanel list of masons becomes accountable. Once set up, these containment systems must be regularly desludged in a systematic manner and then transported to appropriate treatment facilities.
We are actually the first city in the country to come up with a regulatory framework for storage and transportation of fecal sludge matter. So now we actually have registered partners who associate with us for capturing, gathering and transporting fecal sludge.
Warangal has licensed its private desludging operators to make them a part of a formal system, train them on health and safety regulations to protect them, and employed innovative technologies such as FSM trackers and GPS to monitor the sludge collected.
FSM tracker అని ఒక యాప్ ఇచ్చారు. దాంట్లో మేము ప్రతిరోజు ఎంట్రీ చేస్తున్నాం, ఎక్కడ వర్క్ చేసినాము, ఎంత క్వాంటిటీ కలెక్ట్ చేసినాము.
Once a city knows exactly how much quantity of fecal sludge is being collected, it must create treatment plants. In Warangal, 2 treatment plants are on their way.
In one zone, a fecal sludge treatment plant is conceptualized, which is based on the biological treatment and leading to clean water as well as fertilizer production. The other plant, which is coming in the other half of the city, is based on biomethanation, which is treating both municipal solid waste as well as the fecal waste. And this biomethanation has a commercial value, and that's why the city chose to opt for public-private partnership.
టాయిలెట్స్కి సంబంధించి ఫస్ట్ సెప్టిక్ ట్యాంక్ నుంచి మొదలు పెడితే మొత్తం టాయిలెట్ పూర్తయి అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి వ్యర్థ పదార్థాలు ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో దాన్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి ఏ విధంగా ట్రీట్మెంట్ చేయాలి, ఏ విధంగా డిస్పోజ్ చేయాలన్న విధానంలో ఒక కొత్త పద్ధతిని, కొత్త ఒరవడిని సృష్టించడమే కాకుండా దేశంలోనే ఇది మొదటిసారిగా ప్రవేశపెట్టడం జరిగింది వరంగల్లో.
A key stakeholder in this ecosystem that needs to be involved throughout are citizens.
We had competitions, we had campaigns, we had marches. We also had several campaigns involving school children. And we thought that there was, citizens were interested in creating awareness. Warangal has been a fantastic journey. And it has been so because of the various innovations that the city has been readily adopting.
We are actually the ideal size where what we do is easily replicable because we already have a framework and a lot of cities are in this size.
We are taking it to Andhra Pradesh, we are taking it to other parts of Telangana, and also we are taking it to, in fact, other countries.
We selected Warangal city as a role model in this regard to ensure that all the initiatives in terms of sanitation are adopted and demonstrated at a single location so that other towns and cities in the state can learn from those initiatives.
The Warangal model tells us that to plan for complete sanitation solutions for any city, it is imperative to plan across the sanitation value chain. The model uses deep government engagement, on-ground data, private sector involvement, and innovative technologies. It also keeps its citizens at the forefront. This is the model sanitation city.